Hello, lovelies. Let's see if this is working. Let me know in the chat if this is okay, because I'm having issues with going live on YouTube. So let me know. I'm going to take a wee swig of water before I find out if this is working. Oh, well, I saw people here. Maybe it's not working. Guys, are you there in the chat? There's people here. Oh, hi, Lindy. Okay, it is working. Hello, lovelies. Hi, Pauline, Sky. Hello, darlings. I've got lots to say. Lots of wee kind of announcements and insights about this reading. Hi, Ebony. Everybody who's in here, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, lovelies. Really helps. Share the reading as well, also, guys, because I'm having an issue with the lives that because of COVID and things, YouTube has a lot of like kind of robots, they call them, monitoring stuff. And I don't know if it's because it's tarot or something, but quite often my lives, for some reason it's just my lives, are, you know, shown to not be suitable content or something, and then it's lost, like no one sees the reading, and then I have to wait for an actual human being to review it, and of course it's fine. The content's like totally fine. And then, but it just never kind of gets shown to as many people. So if you can share it and get as many people in here right now, that would be really awesome, just in case. Hi, Karen. Only just got the watch live message out. It's because I've just gone live. Oh, I've just seen a notification myself. Righty-ho, guys. So yeah, like, you can comment after as well, guys. I hang out in the chat after, so if you want to leave a comment on the video after, please do. Share, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you've all got your notification bells on. And I just want to say a massive shout out and thank you to the members of the channel who have just joined as well. Thank you so much, guys. I've actually just uploaded yesterday a members video for the second and third tier, so the stands and legends, what's blocking union. So if that's something you guys are interested in, check out all the details about membership in the description box below. You'll find the link, so have a look at that and you'll get access to those types of videos. Yeah, so lovelies. Also, thank you so much for donations, guys. I meant to put a post on my community post. I'll try and do that still, but people who have PayPal'd me and things, thank you so much. And the super chat donations as well, so much appreciated. Also, a few people have mentioned for a while wanting to send smoky things on my Amazon wish list, so I've kept not getting round to it, but I've added some things for him. So if anyone wants to send me Smoky Boy something, you'll find the link in my description box. Speaking of smoky, you'll notice this wee scratch on my finger. It's actually quite bad. I was playing with his toys and he just caught me trying to grab something. So if you're wondering, that's what that is. I've also got this blue ring, which I lost for a while, and I just found it, was it yesterday or this morning? So I quite like to wear it for readings like this. Let me know in the comments after, or the chat now, if you know what type of stone this is. I'm really not sure what it is, but it's blue, and I like to wear it when we're kind of tapping into the collective, and especially, you know, divine masculines and things as well, because blue is the throat chakra and it's about communication. So I just feel like it kind of helps to maybe channel the messages better. Okay, so I think that's all my little announcements. So I've got some things to say. Where am I going to start here? Okay, we're going to start with some romance angel messages, I think, first. We only have one card out of, I've got loads of decks here. Hi Song, hi Desiree. Won't let me, sorry. Sorry, one card out of all these decks that came out. So we're going to take this as the overall energy. I'll get into this in a second, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about the title of this video. So, my heart and mind always comes back to you. That's DM to DF. So what I was doing a little bit before this live was kind of channeling, as I always do, like into the collective, seeing like what do I really want to talk about today, you know, what am I feeling from the collective, that type of thing. Pulled a few cards, and that was like the overall message I got, like my heart and mind always comes back to you. And I just thought it was really interesting because I was thinking for a while about when me and my DM were kind of, you know, when he was like running and you know, just things I've kind of spoken to him about, and just kind of, you know, what he was kind of thinking during that time and things. And it was weird because a video popped up in my recommended about twin flames and the runner, right? You know, I don't really like the runner chaser thing because I hate, like, even though they can switch roles, it's mainly kind of talking about divine feminines as a chaser, which I just do not like. But anyway, we'll go with this runner kind of energy. It popped up and I thought I'll watch it to see if there's anything I can kind of, you know, like anything else I can explain to you guys. So it was interesting because, you know, from like my own experience and my divine masculine, he was thinking about me like a lot, like all the time. You know, and things were reminding him of me and yada yada yada. And that video that popped up that I watched was all about that. And it's a common, actually probably the most common thing I've seen in those types of videos is that the divine masculine, when they're running, and there's one 11 in the chat as I'm saying this, when they're running, they are actually always thinking about you. And this video today was from the perspective of a divine masculine, like a runner. It was actually a female divine masculine. And, you know, she was saying, throughout the whole time I was running, I always loved my person. I thought about them all the time, thought about reaching out, you know, all this types of stuff. And, you know, my divine masculine was like, you know, kept seeing things that reminded me of you. I was always thinking about you. So I just wanted to start saying that. And I think that was really important. Hi, everyone that's just joined. To say that, you know, when you are going through a stage and your divine masculines running, and they may not be talking to you at all. They may have, like, you know, maybe quite extreme, like they've ghosted, or they may be running to other relationships and kind of maybe talking to you a bit and then going back to that relationship, you know, just think anything like that. Is that they do always love you and they do think about you a lot. So I just wanted to kind of start with that because I know it's really difficult for people, but just, you know, even if you're not seeing the movement yet, I know people get kind of frustrated and hurt and angry at their divine masculine, but I just felt it was important to kind of tell you that message, you know. There's no kind of telling for every single divine masculine when they're going to be ready, but it doesn't mean they don't love you, you know. So we're starting with that. So as I said, there was only one card to come out of the pre-shuffle. We'll go with some romance angel cards first and then come back to Rider Waite, I think. So it was the Chariot. So we're taking this as kind of the overall energy of this reading to start off anyway. Cancerian energy, so you may be Cancerian. Thank you so much, Lindy, for your help. Or dealing with a Cancerian, doesn't have to be, but you know, this is the energy of really rapid movement forward. It's about kind of coming into alignment. It's divine masculine, feminine energy. It's kind of like balance. It's about like determination and really strong willpower, kind of going after what you want. Okay, so this could be for divine masculines and divine feminines. If you look at the cards, something I've never really noticed before, but the sphinxes here are actually pulling in two different directions. But this, you know, masculine energy is using the reins to kind of go in the direction that he wants to go in, you know. And so I just feel a lot of kind of determination coming from both of you, but especially the divine masculines. But it's like both of you coming into alignment, and we know, you know, that alignment, that balancing of energies, kind of going with the flow. There's a river in the background, like going with the flow, and just knowing like things are gonna go in the direction you want it to eventually. That's what brings these connections back in. So if you're kind of feeling like you're not moving forward at all, maybe even going backwards, I mean, it could be something to consider, just trying to get a bit more into alignment with yourself, but it may just be that it's just not happened yet. So yeah, overall energy is the Chariot. It's this major arcana, it's a major movement forward, and it's a closing of like emotional distance and physical, and it can be about travel, especially kind of traveling by car and things like that. So some of you, you know, maybe taking some kind of road trips. Could be a divine masculine wanting to drive and see you if that's appropriate for where you live with the restrictions and things. So yeah, a really significant card to start with. And I also just wanted to say as well, like, guys, don't try and make the readings, the messages fit if they don't fit. Because I just see in my comments sometimes like people saying, could it be this? Could it be that? Because it's not really their story. Just be careful of that. Or, you know, some people will be like, if a message comes out about having kids together and things like that, they'll say they're too old. Just bear in mind that not every message that comes out is for you in the reading, and not every reading is for you. You know, it's not like one continuous story. It is just the energies at the time of the reading that I'm picking up on. So take the messages that resonate and just, you know, just disregard the ones that don't. And you can check out other readings if you don't feel like, you know, this one today is for you or whatever, because we all know that time is an illusion. So whenever you find a reading and you just feel like this could be a personal reading for me type thing, then it's for you. Hi Janelle, hi Lindy. So yeah, on that note as well, if you want a personal reading with me, I actually have to say all the details about getting a personal reading with me are in the description box below, so click on that and then we'll just tune into just your situation, obviously. But I get so many people saying to me that I use the exact same words as their divine masculine does. Like, I really kind of channel how they would word things, you know, and just kind of conversations that only them have had together with each other. So bear that in mind. You know, if you kind of want a message, maybe you're not in any communication with your divine masculine. I am really good at picking up their thoughts and like almost channeling their voice type thing. So bear that in mind. I do have an emergency option as well if you want a really quick turnaround, a quick kind of answer about something, and that's 2 to 3 days turnaround, so check that out as well. I didn't even really mean to get any cards, just gonna shuffle them, but retreat came out there. It's time to disconnect from the world. They are wearing wedding attire in this, and it's about just the two of you spending quality time alone, having these kind of heart-to-heart conversations. There's a lot so far about traveling kind of just to be alone with each other. Could be anywhere, guys, but you know, it could just be you know, if you can't travel like very far, it could just be like this, walking in a park somewhere or something like that. But it's disconnecting from any kind of interference and just being alone, you know. And also I'm just getting the message about this disconnect, right? kind of in a way, I feel like it's disconnecting from social media. Like, not as if you're not going to check your own social media and things like that, but I would say I've been getting this message for a while, like, especially over the weekend, kind of disconnect from checking your divine masculine's social media if you're still doing that, because we all know that type of thing's an illusion, you know, it's not real. And, you know, you may find things on there that aren't really kind of true, but just upset you and kind of change the course of your journey a wee bit, because, you know, you might be getting upset for no reason about something. Just things can be misconstrued. So I just feel, just focus on the two of you. Don't kind of focus on what they're putting up on social media and things like that. Just kind of focus on what your actions of your divine masculine are. Hi, Nicola. And what they're saying to you and things like that. You know, I just feel there can be a lot of interference with these connections, and people, it's like almost on a subconscious level, pick up on the true kind of power of twin flames and how powerful you'd be together, and how much love there is between you. And there can be a lot of jealousy, you know, and just be careful of that. You know, there could even be people that kind of flirt with your divine masculine online, and they're just sort of being polite, responding, but it, you know, it's nothing, but it would make you feel really bad and things like that. So disconnect from things like that. But yeah, I just feel there is some kind of trip or like a meeting coming up for the two of you, just focusing on each other, you know, not focusing on interference is the word I keep getting. So let's get a couple more romance angel cards. Don't forget to hit the like button if you've just joined, lovelies. I've got honestly a shitload of cards out here. You can't even see them all. I kind of want to use like most of them. I'm trying to keep this reading to about an hour. Some people moan in the comments about like, oh, the reading's too long. I'm like, what do you want? I thought you'd want a long reading. Can't please some people. Pay attention to the red flags, okay? So I'm getting this social media thing again. For some of you, it could be that you are, I don't know if like purposely kind of looking out for stuff, you know, like intentionally kind of looking out for like, oh, they're doing this, that, and the other. But it just feels like there's things you're kind of seeing, and it's maybe either on like social media, or you're hearing through like third party people, like you're hearing things from other people, you know, about your divine masculine, and it's causing you to be like, red flag, red flag, red flag, but it may not be, you know, it's hearsay type thing. So just be a bit careful about that, I feel, for this group. And that would be something that would cause you to kind of be out of alignment, you know, and kind of stop this like fast-paced movement forward. It's that'll make you like reactive, you know, and combative maybe with your divine masculine, and they could be doing that as well. But you know, that would, because I know what I'm like. If I get annoyed about something, I'll just blow up. I'm like, what's this, you know? So just be a bit careful of that type of thing. Yeah, it's interesting that's come up. The signs are, see, the thing is, by the way, on this, it says like the signs are cautioning you, but I feel like these are almost like fake signs. They're not actually true. So take that however it resonates, guys. Just a reconciliation on the bottom of the deck. There's definitely a lot of reconciliations coming up for people. We are in this 2020 reconciliation energy, and things have obviously been delayed with COVID and stuff like that, but there's still a lot of people who can meet up and things, and a lot of people I'm even seeing in my comments who are meeting up and, you know, well on the path to moving forward and meeting up and even living together and that type of thing. You know, I'm going to take that. Bottom of the deck energy, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. just keep getting this social media message. I just feel like social media could be a trigger for a lot of you, you know, with your divine masculine, especially things like, you know, Instagram can be quite a detrimental thing, you know, like whose pictures are they liking and all that type of thing. Like, yeah, social media is a bit of a minefield. But there is definitely a return this divine masculine on the way. I just feel, you know, like this picture, they could have fair hair like that as well. Oh, right on the floor here. Very soon, which I'm not surprised to see because the Chariot is such a fast-paced kind of moving energy. It's also about communication as well, so it's like lots of communication. But yeah, very soon. Decide what you want now, you know. Decide clearly so that it comes to you now. So don't get all caught up in these red flags that may not be kind of actually true. I just feel, obviously, if there's things that you do feel are genuinely a red flag, pay attention to that. I'm not really feeling that here though. It's more kind of like illusions, you know. It just feels like illusions, guys. But yeah, very soon this is coming in for this group. Reconciliation, talking, you know, getting away, spending time with each other. So I think we'll get on to some Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm just going to take a sip of water. I hope this is resonating for you guys here. I've also got, what do you call it again? A tarot of sexual magic here. And let me get the cards here. Deeper desires. So I thought maybe towards the end we might do a little bit of like sexy time. Deeper desires, what divine masculines are desiring. Let me know in the chat if you'd like that. We haven't done that for a while. So actually, you know what? I'm being guided. We'll get to these next, but I'm being guided to go to my Witch's Wisdom oracles, see what they're saying. I'm going to use these because we are in like Halloween season. Hi, Megan. I just would not be surprised if balance comes out of this. There just seems to be quite a strong message in the collective lately about balancing. You know, balancing your energy. Balancing that kind of negative, positive polarity. Also, let me know in the comments what you think I should go as for Halloween. Okay, I'm actually going to go for this card. Ooh, Spirit. Initiation. Interesting. I'm going to get another card to go with that, actually. Initiation. That's like a kind of ritual, you know. Could be, it's almost like manifesting I'm getting from that. God, I've never seen this one before. Wiccan, how do you pronounce that? Read? The Wiccan law. Imperfect love and perfect trust. 8 words. The Wiccan, how do you pronounce that? Does anybody know? Read, fulfill. And oh God, this is like a big long thing here, guys. I never Oh, right. Okay, what you send out comes back to you. Follow this with mind and heart. That's interesting because that's the whole title. It's the whole kind of overall like message of this reading. My mind and heart always comes back to you. And here we've got like mind and heart again. I just feel, you know, like I said, like these red flags may not be what you think they are type thing. They may not like be real even. Be careful what you are like sending out, because what you send out comes back to you, you know. Imperfect love and perfect trust, like trust this person, you know, that can be difficult if they've broken your trust in the past. But if you're kind of looking and sort of expecting that from this person, it's almost like that manifest. You put that out to the universe, it's what comes back. I just feel there's a message here. Be careful about your thoughts, you know. Keep your thoughts, keep your mind in balance and kind of check. Like, don't let yourself kind of be like out of balance like that. So let's get into some tarot. Some Rider-Waite. What have we got to start off with? Oof. Nine of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, okay, someone's really in a lot of anxiety in their mind about this. I feel, I mean, this could be both of you. I feel like it's kind of a lot to do with Divine Feminine, actually. You know, being a lot, like, thinking the worst. Almost maybe sitting up at night, you know, having that anxiety of sleepless nights type thing, thinking the worst, you know, well, fearing the worst, actually, being corrected, fearing the worst, you know. A lot, it feels like, you know, feeling quite defeated. Up at night wondering what's going on, especially if you're not hearing from your person, like thinking of the worst case scenarios, you know, thinking, feeding the worst. It really is about feeding the worst. I also just feel for Divine Masculines. You know, this is the shoulda, woulda, coulda type thing. Like, I didn't handle that right at all. I wish I'd done this. I wish I hadn't said that. You know, he's got his head in his hands, like overthinking this type thing. There's a lot of kind of guilt around this card from the Divine Masculines as well. But yeah, you know, Divine Feminines, really be careful. Just get this, careful of your thoughts again. Like we got on this card. Careful. Because I don't think there's as much need to worry as you think. You know, as you may think. Let's see what else we get here. Just getting as well headaches. So I don't know if that's you or your person. Let me know if you're getting a lot of headaches in the chat, because I have been getting terrible headaches. I do suffer from tension headaches and migraines, but these feel different. I'm not even sure how to describe how they feel different, but they're so intense, nothing takes it away. It just, it makes me wander around in this kind of head fog. So, you know, these messages aren't for me and my personal situation. They are for the collective. So when things like that happen, I always wonder, is it coming from the collective? So, I mean, let me know, are you experiencing those types of headaches? Maybe you know your Divine Masculine is. It is a sign of spiritual ascension, headaches as well. So maybe with this Spirit card, you know, we've got these kind of awakenings. Oh, okay, very interesting. Three of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this is reconciliation again. So we've got this twice here. Reconciliation, you know. Very soon. Very soon, as long as your thoughts are in the right place, I just feel. Because this is what this card is talking about. Decide what you want. right, really clearly so that you get it now, so that you get it very soon. If you're a bit like back and forth, I don't know if I want this person, you know, those types of thoughts, it sort of sends an unclear message out to the universe, you know, because it's almost like, well, do they want this or not? You know, if you do, just try and be like strong about what your intention is, you know, just clear, be in your power, be in your truth. Oh, but yeah, reconciliations here, meeting up. There's a lot about, maybe you guys haven't seen each other for a long time, maybe you guys have never met, because there's a lot of long distance twin flames, and so it can be about travel here, for long distance people, with the Chariot. It also can be about engagement as well. You know, the first card we got was this retreat, this couple in wedding attire. So for some of you, that's where this is heading, you know, engagements, celebrations. But this is about, you know, the Three of Cups. I never see this card as third party situations. It's not really the definition as far as I know of this card. You know, most people see it, it is like being an absolute bliss. It's celebration. So I don't see it as third party. So a lot more happier times coming up than, you know, this this Nine of Swords. I just kind of feel there's a lot of people worrying. This could be divine feminine or masculine or both, worrying for nothing, because, you know, sometimes you worry about something so much and in the end it doesn't even happen. I read some statistic and it was like 90% of the things you worry about never even like come to fruition. So, you know, there's some really happy, joyous times coming up that maybe some of you are just doubting will ever happen. Yeah, just overthinking, you know, over worry. And we've got the King of Wands here, Leo, Aries, Sag energy. So like the Chariot, this is a lot to do with determination, strong willpower, getting up and going for what you want. That's what the King of Wands is all about. Can also be someone who gets a lot of attention, has a lot of people kind of after them, you know, they're really good looking, maybe quite kind of very confident, maybe overconfident sometimes. But it's this kind of fiery determination, of going after what you want. Okay, so for this group, you know, the overall message of what's coming out here, what they want to go up and get for, I mean, literally could be hopping in their car to go and get it, is to come and like see you, to have like a reconciliation. Because, you know, we've got reconciliation with the Three of Cups, we've got obviously reconciliation here from romance angels, we've got this traveling to kind of meet up, retreats, being alone together. There's an awful lot here that you're going to come together in some kind of way. You know, that could even just be, doesn't have to be like face to face so much, but it maybe just could be, could even be FaceTime, guys, like just coming together in that kind of reconciliation way. But I do feel there will be a lot of actual like physical face to face 3D meetups for people. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. So commitment, again, marriage. There is quite a lot about marriage here. Marriage, engagements, the spiritual intuition. And it's funny, when I first got this card out, it's a spirit initiation. I actually read it wrong at first. Spirit intuition is what I first saw at first glance. So, you know, there's a lot of people here that are doing this kind of introspective work you know, being kind of spiritually guided, you know, in the right direction. It's about kind of having that like inner knowing, that intuition, of what you should get up and go for in life. You know, this is a very like, you know, this is not a group of divine masculines who are a bit like I don't feel they're not ready and, you know, they've got stuff to work on. This is like people that are like chomping at the bit to get in their car and go after you. This is quite like forceful energy, I just feel. Can be about marriage, as I said. So, yeah, I really feel there's a lot of like the two of you thinking about marriage here. And this could even be discussions you've had in the past with your divine masculine. Imagine just getting, some of you could have been engaged in the past and it just was like called off for some reason. They didn't go through with it. King of Pentacles. So yeah, the first earth energy we've got here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, apart from Taurus at the Hierophant. Someone who's incredibly stable. He is like, or she, you know, is marriage material. They want that. They want commitment. They offer stability, loyalty. Someone who's, I mean, look at him sitting like on this throne, very kind of self-assured, grounded, got this prosperity around him, you know, kind of like has his ducks in a row. Probably has quite an abundance of money. Confident again, I'm getting here. You know, it feels like quite divine masculine energy. Queen of Pentacles for me is one of my divine feminine cards, so divine masculine here. In fact, we've got two kings showing up here. So, like I said, this group, really feeling kind of quietly confident, actually. Like they're in a position to kind of offer commitment, you know, the size, that gigantic pentacle he's got here to offer, you know, that could even be engagement rings, as I mentioned earlier. But this is just someone I feel that really has done this kind of spiritual work to get themselves a bit more kind of in tune with self, and like using their more of their inner guidance, you know, listening to themselves more. I'm gonna get some clarifiers in a minute for some of these cards, but Eight of Wands, so communications come in here. Again, this can be about travel. You know, I seem to be getting this message quite a lot, of people actually, you know, traveling to see each other. So if that resonates, if you can do that, I mean, you maybe live really close to your divine masculine, so you can take it how it resonates. This is a lot of heart-to-heart conversations. It's passionate conversation. It's intense, you know. I mean, to get like the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, basically a shitload of communications coming forward here from them to you. This is someone who is feeling very strongly about you, you know, very passionate about you. And so communications coming here, you know, and it's because it's such a fast-paced energy here, and it's major arcana energy with the Chariot. We've got very soon here. I just feel for this group, this is like conversations and kind of meetings and things that you are going to be having fairly soon. Yeah, a lot of communication coming from this person. to you. Probably coming in with a lot of apologies here, you know, because if they have put you in this mindset of every time they come forward, every time they kind of say something, whatever, there's red flags. You know, if you're so kind of cautious of this person, you're sort of always looking out, always kind of paying attention for red flags, that suggests to me that they have, you know, done some things in the past where, you know, there's reason for you to feel like that. Okay, so I'm kind of getting apologies with this as well. I feel it's for some of them, you know, it's things that they've really been racked with guilt about. So could be coming forward and kind of trying to convince you that they've changed, you can trust them, or that they're genuinely sorry. That's what I'm getting from that. What are they sorry for? Exactly this. This red flag causing kind of behavior. This is what they're sorry about. Sneakiness, lies, deception. Being this little sneaky Pete over here. This is air energy again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is what they're sorry for. Putting you in a position where you don't trust them anymore. You know, this Seven of Swords is also about kind of self-protection. It can be about, you know, lying to yourself about something as well. I see in this card a lot of the time, you know, people who, it's like a cycle, you know, if your divine masculine hasn't been able to trust people a lot in their life, they, and you know, they've had people be deceptive and lie to them and things like that, can cause this kind of cycle. Will, you know, they will do that to you because that's how they have been in relationships. That's what they know how to kind of handle. But I just feel, yeah, they want to talk to you about that. You know, take it how it resonates. They want to talk to you about this behavior. I just feel with the Hierophant being here, this is them kind of not having that mask on, you know, not having that kind of bravado, not acting like reckless, like, oh, if I act like this and I don't really get attached, I can't be hurt, you know? I just feel there's a shift from that. Again, that's why we're seeing this King of Pentacles. Because, you know, this is someone who's like confident in their truth. Yeah. Allowing themselves to kind of feel. So that's really what I'm getting from that. As I said with the red flags, you know, if you did still feel this person was still in this energy, although I just honestly feel like 99.9% in this group, this is what they're going to be, you know, apologizing for things. It just, you know, you know your person better than me. Be careful, but I just don't really feel that. But yeah, Page of Wands, definitely communication coming forward. Okay. And, you know, I feel this person is going to be quite, it's an interesting energy. As much as there's this kind of determination and strongness and like kind of, you know, the King of Wands is here. It's kind of confidence and I'm going for what I want. It's almost like when they come to face you, they lose their confidence a little bit. I'm just feeling Leo, Aries, Sag energy again. So, and you may be dealing with a younger person here. But definitely communication, talking, you know, trying to get a little foot in the door with you here. Yeah. Now, okay, as I said, this is all about this person speaking their truth, because I just don't feel, you know, the deceptions here anymore. It was. This is the reason you're so looking for the red flags all the time. But this person's growing. This is transformation. This is my transformation again. 3 kings here, in fact. We're only missing the King of Cups so far. You know, it's almost in that Emperor power. The Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings, okay? This is someone who's transformed that behavior. King of Swords is all about truth, clarity, speaking their truth, you know, communication, kind of being in alignment with themselves, which is what we got straight away with the Chariot. This is someone who like knows themselves better. And I just feel in the past with you two, especially if they are younger or just quite immature for their age, they didn't really know themselves very well before. And I just feel this is why the 7 of Swords is here. They didn't know who they were. They're kind of lying to themselves about who they were. You know, they weren't the most confident person. They maybe didn't like themselves very much, and they just thought, well, I just fit this mold of the 7 of Swords. I've always behaved like this, you know, whatever kind of deception they were saying to themselves. They've overcome that, which is why this King of Swords is here. You know, they've cut that out. So yeah, this Aquarius energy, possibly Libra, Gemini. It's underneath the Hierophant as well, which is quite interesting. You know, I'm going to go through these because they're kind of lining up really interestingly, these cards. But Hierophant, King of Swords, as I said with the Hierophant, it is listening to their inner child kind of more, their own intuition, finding their own truth, you know, type thing. Kind of spiritually awakening, a lot of them. You know, this 8 of Wands is underneath. I find this all the time, the cards line up like this, like they're a message. You know, what do they want to talk to you about? Apologies, how they're so sorry for their behaviour, etc, etc. It's that. What they've been going through. I've been waking up at night, I've been constantly thinking about you, type thing. You know? 3 of Cups. And the 7 of Swords, you know? I want to have some really good times with you. I want to make this up to you. You know, I want to celebrate with you. Page of Wands underneath the King Wands. As I said, this person's like really kind of can give off quite a cocky feel, but it's like when they come in front of you, they lose that and they actually become quite kind of nervous, quite kind of childlike, I feel. So yeah, I mean, also what came out there was 8 of Cups, okay? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, walking away from the things that don't serve them. This is releasing things that don't serve them, whatever that may be in your connection. And it's going on this kind of spiritual path of what, you know, what's good for them, where they should be. For me, this is always going home, this card. Okay. And, you know, home for DMs and DFs is each other. Okay. This is someone off looking for their 2 of Cups, going back to their 2 of Cups. It's the only thing that's missing here is the 2 to get to the 10. Let's maybe get some clarifiers here. The good tarot. I feel this may be quite a long message, we'll see, lovelies. Hope you're still with me. if you are, I take it this is your story, so don't forget to give me a wee thumbs up. Let's look at this King of Pentacles. I just feel drawn to. What is it like they kind of want to offer here? Oh my God. I knew I was drawn to this for a reason. So clarifying the King of Pentacles is the Chariot again. Oh my God. You know, because you could think, well, he's the King of Pentacles. It may be slow to arrive, but no. You know, we've got the King of Wands, we've got the Chariot, we've got very soon. And the Chariot again. We've got the Chariot twice here. So, I mean, whoever this is for, it is coming in really soon. So just be ready for this. Get yourself like, you know, get yourself collected, quietly confident. This is, whoever this is for, this is soon. Interesting. I just feel because the King of Pentacles is all about like commitment, you know, stability, loyalty, being dependable. I just feel that they actually want this really quickly with you. You know, we do have, you know, the Hierophant's all about commitment as well. Like, it just feels, even if you've had quite a long period of not seeing each other or not talking, it's like they want to speed this up. It's like they want to go from like 0 to 100, kind of like, look, bam, we're in a solid commitment. I'm going to tell the world this, you know, it's just the two of us. We're in a relationship. But yeah, God, the Chariot twice here. There is really fast movement forward coming for you. Whoever resonates with this is fast. So I think I'm just going to leave those cards there, actually. Let's take a look at the heart oracles. I don't think I've seen any like trolls or anything, any low vibe people, but obviously there's mods in here. If you see anyone like that, please just remove them. Alright, let's get into heart space here, the nitty gritty. What's going on? Just seeing if I get anything else quickly for Divine Feminines before we move on. As I said, just be careful, you know, if you're telling yourself constantly, well, this person's always going to be like this. You know, you sort of almost create that in a way. Just be a little bit careful is what I'm getting. I don't think there's anything like serious for Divine Feminines to worry about. I just really was like struck by this, you know, what you send out comes back to you. Try and believe, you know, in your person. Hard to do, you know, when they have betrayed your trust before, but like, you got to let go of things like that to move forward, you know, basically, if you want to. And also, this is obviously a message for people who do want their person and who want this reconciliation's coming in. If you don't want it, it's not your message, you know, there's no need to put that in my comments. And if you don't want your person, you probably shouldn't be watching tarot readings about it. Right, let's get some heart oracles. Oh, something there? Oh, something flipped there. Confusion. Puzzled, unsettled, unclear. Let's see what else we get here. For me that feels more like Divine Feminines. You're kind of unclear. You know, you're confused. Should I trust this person? Do I want them back in? That's what it kind of feels like to me. And I'm not saying you don't have any good reason to think that, you know, but I just feel that's what's going on here about infatuation. adoration, addiction, compulsion. So this person clearly is infatuated with you. Some of them here, I'm just seeing if we've got any other cards about it. Except this confusion. We've got uncleared, you know, kind of clouded. You may be dealing with someone who does have an addiction, does kind of cloud their judgment, does make them kind of compulsive. I feel impulsive, actually. May have dealt with someone like that in the past. And maybe that's why, you know, you don't feel like you can trust them. You know, people going through, you know, substance abuse and things like that. Obviously, it's, you know, it's a shame for them. It is a disease. Andrew, thank you so much for the £3. Thank you. But it can make them behave in sneaky ways like that. So that may resonate for some of you guys. But, you know, they adore you. And going right back to the start of this reading, what I was saying is never forget that. You know, never tell yourself these lies like a person doesn't love me anymore, they never think about me, I'm forgotten, because it's not true, you know. And well, I've heard that from my masculine, you know, and videos I've watched to try and kind of convey this to you guys more. The divine masculines themselves are saying that, you know, it's not true. They do always love you and, you know, adore you. Yeah. Longing, aching, pining, past love. They are longing for you, despite what you might see in the 3D. We know 3D things can be an illusion. You know, and this card I always feel like it's just like longing to touch your skin, longing to hold you, caress you. For some of you, that may not be possible right now. This is what this person wants, you know. If it is possible at all, it's like they're wanting to jump in their car and come and see you and hold you, you know. It's funny because I don't condone this at all. I'm really like law abiding, and I'm really like concerned about, you know, the way the world is just now, and I follow the rules all the time. But I do feel there's some divine masculines here that, you know, would go against lockdown restrictions and things like that because they just are so desperate to see you. You know, I have to say I don't condone that. It's kind of dangerous, you know, it can be dangerous in this world, but I just feel that's here. It's like they just can't take not touching you anymore, you know. It's like they just want to hold your hand and feel you. Memories. Bittersweet dwelling, reminiscing. So for me, this is my 6 of Cups card in this deck. So again, a reconciliation, a meeting up, past life love, very sweet nostalgic thoughts about you, you know. And again, what this whole reading's really been about was kind of like hammering this point home about the fact that they think about you all the time, they reminisce about you. It's here. So for anyone that's really kind of been, you know, quite kind of sad or doubting if their person really thinks about them that much, you know, if you're not in communication or they just don't talk to you very much or whatever it is, it's just confirmation they do. This is past life love, and it may even be someone that you've known since childhood, but it is that kind of really sweet, innocent love. You know, what I got as well with the Page of Wands is like you kind of make this person feel childlike almost because they get like nervous around you. So, what we're going to move on to now, guys. Okay, I got my Psychic Tarot out. Let's have a look at this. I want to get some goddess power messages for my divine feminines, male or female. I just feel there's something important there to get out. And if you haven't shared and if you haven't liked up the video, please do, lovelies. Whoa. Rest and rejuvenate. So I feel like some of you watching kind of need to do that. You may have felt a little bit low energy recently, especially if you are doing a lot of this kind of overthinking, sleepless nights, insomnia type things. Some of you kind of, you know, need to recharge a little bit. Just take some time out and maybe even spend some time in nature like this. Ground yourself, you know, just kind of like recharge your batteries a bit. Kind of reminds me of the Four of Cups, that card. It may be in this deck. You know, could have been feeling a little bit down. Divine Masculine's feeling down, not where they want to be. Okay, so we've got base chakra here. So kind of getting into alignment with like your, you know, your physical surroundings, you know, kind of getting like solid, like, you know, like putting your roots down. I feel that's more divine masculine. You know, manifesting, it's like you're, like I just kind of feel like this King of Pentacles. Getting your, yeah, your surroundings, your kind of life like stable the way you want it. Oops. Solar plexus chakra. This is interesting because this is actually what the Chariot relates to, and obviously we've had the Chariot twice, and you know, you'll notice the kind of yellowy orangey here as well, you know, which is solar plexus. So this is what I was saying, this is about the divine masculines here getting that confidence, like been working on that, the self-assurance, the determination, the willpower, you know, to go in the direction that they actually really want to go, that they want to go after. And they may have been letting themselves get pulled in two different ways before, but it's like now they're taking the reins, now they're in control. Divine feminines as well, I feel like this is what you've been working on too. And it's a lot about getting yourself into a place where you just do feel I keep giving the word self-assured, you know. Some of you may need to work on that a little bit. You know, if you've been feeling a little bit low energy, low in confidence, things like that, you know, it's something that you know, could maybe watch some videos on as well. Maybe need a wee bit of work on. What did we get there? Okay, emotional withdrawal. Another 8 here. Okay, so some of you, you know, may have walked away from, so to speak, you know, from your divine masculine, kind of, you know, you felt like you need to detach type thing. And, you know, we know it's a paradox, but as soon as you start to kind of do that, you're not really thinking about them. You're living your best life. You know, you're not kind of constantly wondering what's going to go wrong with them or whatever. Then they come back, you know. Then this reconciliation comes in very soon. You know, that's what draws these connections back in. Yeah, it's what kind of makes those negative positive polarity is able to kind of like connect back together. You know, if one's kind of out of alignment, it's, you know, there's this push and pull type thing. So yeah, there's a lot here, a lot of imagery about sitting here kind of cross-legged, you know, we've got base chakra and all that, like being grounded within yourself, you know. Could be a message for some people needing to do that more, you know, or maybe this is what you've been doing now, though. You're just getting yourself a little bit, it feels like in tune with nature, honestly. Some of you may be spending a lot of time just kind of outside, like walking, connected to nature, you know, getting yourself grounded. Yeah, let's get the goddess power cards. Let's get a message for divine feminines watching, male or female. Okay, we got here. How funny, I've just been talking about this. Gaia, Earth. Yeah, it's like this kind of Mother Earth type thing, male or female. So if you ever find yourself feeling a bit like out of whack and, you know, out of alignment and things, I just feel like nature is going to be really kind of soothing for you and help you. She's also depicted as, you know, being pregnant here as well. So there could be pregnancies here for some of you, if that's age appropriate. You know, and it could almost be like, you know, you're kind of, it's like pregnant with prosperity, possibilities, that type of thing, you know. So, like ideas. This could be related to your career as well. But yeah, it's interesting. Kind of feels like, you know, you're this Gaia Earth, this divine masculine's this, you know, King of Pentacles, King of Earth here. Very much like the same kind of frequency, vibration as each other. Some of you may have talked about having children with your divine masculine. Some of you may be pregnant with your divine masculine as baby at the moment. I see that sometimes in my comments as well. So oh my god, yeah, there's a lot about birth here. Isis, rebirth. And you know, it kind of feels like a rebirth of this connection, you know, even with this King of Swords that we got, you know, a transformation. It's like a resurrection of your connection. It's moving into a different chapter. It's, you know, you may have thought this was just done and dusted, you know, and then here comes the rebirth of it, you know. To get 3 kings here as well, I just feel the divine masculines, I mean, really doing this inner work, you know, working on abundance, working on their mind. What was the other one we got? Yeah, working on their confidence. All right, we don't have the King of Cups here, but, you know, we've got a lot about longing for you. You know, the love is here, obviously. And some of you may have, like, several people after you, you know, with the 3 kings. So some of you do have a lot of kind of suitors here. But yeah, a rebirth of this connection, you know. Let's see what divine masculine has to say. I think we'll go with some confessions. And then we could look quickly at their... Oh, I also want to get a universal card for you guys. Let's put them over here so don't forget. Maybe quickly look at their deeper desires. I don't want to keep this message like too long, although I hope you're enjoying it. assume you are if you're still here. The time zones are so annoying to try and kind of fit these around people, so I'm sorry for the people who I've missed. I don't really like to work too late at night at all. You know, I like to have my nights to yeah, I just don't like working too late at night. You know, I know it's difficult for, you know, I miss like a lot of my Australian, New Zealand viewers. It's really early for a lot of people in the US, but you know. Oh, I just wish we were all in one time zone. I just lacked self-worth. I didn't feel worthy of you. So that was the type of thing they were saying to themselves, you know. I'm not worthy of this. I'm not a good person, I keep hearing. You know, it's even like I'm an asshole. I don't deserve this, basically. So, you know, like I got with that and the Eight of Wands, that could be what they're coming to say to you. You know, it wasn't anything to do with you. I'm sorry for how I treated you. It was, I didn't feel worthy of you. You're too good for me, you know. The usual kind of things that divine masculines tell themselves. Yeah, I mentioned that here. With this kind of unclear and I'm just always drawn to this addiction word on the infatuation, you know. Codependency issues. Could be in relationships or substances, like I got, you know, making their mind unclear. For some of them, they kind of acted in ways that they wouldn't if they weren't kind of, you know, using substances. But yeah, codependency here for sure. So that's a lot to do with them lacking self-worth as well. Whoa. Flipped. You read through me so good, I'm not used to that, basically, this card's saying, you know, and it frightens a lot of them, you know. This person keeps a kind of, you know, facade up of this type of behavior. You know, I always feel like these swords are kind of keeping their heart trapped. It's kind of trying to put these swords around themselves, like not let people in, you know, which is what a lot of them do. And, you know, then you come along and you can read them like a book, you know, when they're lying. And they're like, how'd you know that? You know, kind of freaks them out. Actually, let's get one more from that. And then, actually, no, my eternal messages. I'm using so many decks today. It's kind of unusual for me, but I'm being drawn to it. Let's get one from here. Yeah, oh my God. I love it. I knew I was drawn to that deck for a reason. So right from the beginning, what I was saying about all this thinking they do about you, reminiscing, you know, we had it with the memories card as well. I reminisce a lot on the time spent with you. Oh my God, there's so many confirmations about this in this reading. And that's what I felt really important to say to you at the beginning, is that they're always thinking about you. They always love you, no matter what you guys are going through, what type of separation, you know, no matter how severe it is. And it's out again here. It's just like they really want you to know that. So I hope that kind of reassures the people that need to hear that, you know, because it can be really difficult when you're going through not speaking to someone, or, you know, just not in the type of relationship you want to be with them, and you just think, do I ever cross their mind? It's all the time, you know, all the time. And the divine masculines themselves talk about that. So I'm going to get a universal message, and then we'll just do a quick kind of look into divine masculine's desires. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Oh my God. I witness the dark and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. This is, wow, this is an intense message here. You know, almost like they're calling you in, you know, they want to be with you. You are the light. You know, they may be going through times of darkness, but they're always thinking about you and they're always drawn to you. You know, it's calling you in. And, you know, I was getting with the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of people here, you know, feminine and masculine, who are worrying about things that aren't necessary. You know, they're letting kind of fear consume them. What was the phrase I got? So it was something about fear. Go back and watch the beginning what I said. It was something about like letting, you know, just letting fear get to you, and it's not necessary. Okay, so, and this is what we got with that message about kind of what you think about. What was it? You know, what you send out comes back to you. So look at whatever you're going through, like try and kind of release the fear, and, you know, like focus on the love, you know, and focus on the light that you give out as divine feminines. You know, focus on that. That is the teacher. That's kind of like, where is he? That's kind of the Hierophant, if you like. You know, if there's any divine masculines watching, you know, obviously mostly divine feminines, that's what they've been trying to do. Stop focusing on the fear of this connection. You know, and the Hierophant can be about like an actual teacher, a kind of a guide here. Maybe it's you, divine feminine, but it's opening themselves up to that, releasing the fear. I just feel there's a lot of people here, divine masculines and feminines, in this reading need to release the fear. So take that however it resonates, lovies. So I'm not actually going to use my tarot sexual magic, I don't think. This message is long enough. I think we'll just use some deeper desires. Woo. So, yeah. I just feel guided to. Some people obviously want to know some sexy time stuff. And this is obviously for, you know, anyone, like same-sex relationships, just whatever, guys. So let's have a look at what we get. What is, take it how it resonates. Obviously, like I'm going to say he for divine masculine energy, she for feminine, but you know, we'll just switch it around for that resonates, basically, guys. What is the divine masculine here? Desire with the divine feminine. What is the deeper desire? Taking a while to get out from them. Oh God. Stamina. Let's do it all night and day. So obviously, I mean, that's that. Just going back to the tarot. That is for sure this King of Wands energy. You may be dealing with a fire sign. Someone who's very fiery. I mean, he's the king of passion, you know, intense. It's to do with this longing, aching for you, aching for your touch. And, you know, this infatuation, this adoration here. I mean, this is someone that would want it, like the card says, do it all night and all day. This is really what I feel, you know, in the kind of sensual side of this reading. This is what they are like kind of obsessed with, like thinking about, you know. And they would have the stamina to do it all day and all night, you know. And this can be, guys, for, you know, if you've been intimate with your divine masculine like that or not. This is just what they are, you know, what's on their mind, what they're thinking, what they're desiring. So you may not have been intimate with them yet. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, there's a high level of sexual tension here. We've got tension. I'm going to rip your clothes off. So, I mean, honestly, because we got the all day and all night thing as well. That could be why some of them even are waking up here during the night as well. It's like they're just very frustrated. There's a lot of sexual tension here, you know. Wishing you were there. I think I'm just going to get one more. Whoa, God, that almost hit me in the eye. That's what she said. Curves, running fingertips over every inch. Slow kisses, tickles of the inner thigh. So, the divine masculines, you know, really like your curves. You know, maybe quite a curvy person. Just everything about you they like, they want to touch. You know, it's what I got with that longing card, aching to touch you. It's, you know, if you look at these cards, it's all about fingertips. Here, that's the only thing they want to do. They just want to touch. They just want to like be close to you and touch kind of every inch of you. And it's quite a, you know, it's a soft sort of, more of like a sensual thing as well. You know, it's just kind of loving every part of you, you know? So make sure you love every part of you, because your divine masculine loves every part of you, you know? I might do more of these kind of readings, the memberships, the members only things, you know. YouTube can be a bit funny, I don't know. So I might do more of these. Let me know if you'd like that, members. If you want to join the channel as a member, the link's in the description box. But yeah, you know, this person is infatuated with you. You know, it's almost like it is like a compulsion for them, you know, to be with you. So guys, I am going to leave it there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, put your notifications on so you don't miss any videos. And I will speak to you all very soon. But I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed speaking to you. And yeah, we'll do it again soon. Okay, take care, my loves. Bye, everyone.